Yo guys, what is going on? Explosive Chris here from Team Union Arena HQ, coming at you with another deck profile. The deck we'll be talking about today is Lancelot, of course. Lancelot is one of the most sought out decks and one of the most explosive and powerful decks coming out of Code Geass. Alright, so getting right into it, we're playing 4 of the 0-drop Suzaku to get trigger, and you have to run it because it's a name, right? Then you got your 3/1 Suzaku, who generates 2 energy. He's your color trigger, and he also draws your card upon play. Very good card, guys. Amazing card. Next, we're running our 4/1 Suzaku, that's step. It's not the best, but there is a combo that if Euphemia leaves with him, it'll push him forward, and I'll go over that combo a little later. But we, of course, run him because he's a name. It's not the best one. Maybe in set 2 we'll switch out for the other one that gives damage +1, but we'll see as we progress. But for now, we play 4 of him. The team decided to run a small Cornelia package because Cornelia actually does a combo with the deck that you'll see a little later. So 3 Cornelias, of course, the 0-drop. We also do run the bigger one, but we'll get into that a little later. Then next, we're running our 2/1 2 energy generator. Very good card. I feel like you should play it, but maybe nothing more than 3, right? So we run 3. And of course, we're running Euphemia. Euphemia is one of the best starters to see in the deck. Just resting this card to produce 1 more energy kind of lets you go into the start of your engine. Opening her and any other 0 kind of gets you into your 3, your 4, and so on and so forth. Very good card. Must run 4 of her. Please run 4 of her. Next, Cornelia. So Cornelia's Gleisker says that when raided, you look at the top 5 cards and you choose a 2 or less from them and 1 AP and place it onto the field rested. It doesn't say where on the field, so you can place your energy. So what we would do is we would put this Cornelia in the back, raid into her, choose V2, bounce Yuffie, and push up Suzaku. That's one combo there. That is a very good combo. And this can all happen during your opponent's turn, giving you an additional blocker or 2, right? Because you are raiding the Euphemia Gleisker, of course. Alright, moving on. We play the 6-drop Lancelot unit. It has damage 2 without being raided. When on play, it gets 1,000 battle points until your next turn, which is very powerful. So you basically have a 5k all throughout your opponent's turn, making it very tough for them to deal with. And when this card is sidelined, the card underneath it comes back to your hand. So we normally try to raid this card on top of this Suzaku, because what happens is then you essentially draw 2 or 3 cards, including your AP draw, every turn. And this is netting you so many cards, it's very powerful. So the 6-drop, we run 4. Next, we run the 8-drop Lancelot Air Cavalry, of course. Damage 2 without being raided. When raided, it has impact 1. And on play, it sidelines a character that's 5,000 or lower on your opponent's front line. Very powerful card. You must run 4 if you're trying to run the deck to be at its most optimal. So 4 and 4, of course. Moving on to other tech cards, we run 3 VVs. VV is okay. We don't necessarily like to play cards like this, but in here we feel you have to, only because of the combo that V2 would bounce Euphemia and push him to the front. And there's other applications with V2, and it allows you to start going into your ramping to maybe drop a 6-drop or an 8-drop. But we have to play V2, so play V2 at 3. And then we wanted to run another 0, so we're running Britannian Soldier at 3. Because it's a 2,000 body, you can start attacking right away, and it has a draw trigger. And of course, getting more cards to your hand is the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we're running Live, of course. You have to run 4 of this. It's your final trigger, and it untaps 2 AP. Please run 4 of this, not 3. Next, we run Varus. Varus is your Destroyer card. It sidelines characters 3,000 or lower on your opponent's front line. But if you have Suzaku or Lancelot, it becomes 5,000 instead, and you should always have one or the other, right? Or both. So, very good card. And now a card that we see people playing, but not too many of, is Union Maintenance is what it's called here in North America. So, Union Maintenance. Union Maintenance allows you to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and essentially add any character to your hand. Now, if the characters you added was one of the units, which is this, a KMF, a KMF here, or here, you untap the AP that you used for unit maintenance. Very strong, very strong. But the reason why we think this card is so strong is because essentially this searches your entire deck. So anything you're missing this. To go into your 8-drop, you're missing this. If you're missing this for the Cornelius Gleisker, if you're missing this, it lets you literally search your entire deck. With this card, you essentially don't brick. So if you were to run into a problem where you only drew 1 or 2 zeros, this essentially becomes zero number 3. Yes, you lose the AP and you're 1 turn behind, but it is very good. And I think it's worth running at 4. So we run it at 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the deck. And so we feel that this is one of the most explosive decks only because damage 2 is so strong. Damage 2 basically makes your opponent have to block or take 2 damage. It is very strong. So your opponent is essentially losing board presence while you're still retaining bodies that are really big and very tough to deal with. You guys should be running this deck right now or seeking to pick up all the cards for this deck. I can't wait to get my hands on these cards and actually try out the deck for myself. If you're enjoying the video, please consider giving it a like, subscribe, and comment. We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear your thoughts on the deck. Maybe you guys chose to run something else. Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, have a great day, guys.